Hey everyone, today I'll be showing you how to make an automatic potion brewer in Minecraft. This is my own design with inspiration from Impulse SV. I'll put his video in the description. Basically, this potion brewer brews a full double chest of the potion you want, and when the double chest is brewed, it automatically stops. We have storage for every ingredient, including the water bottles and the blaze powder. And you can have as many ingredients as you want. I have 3 in all of these, but you can do 4 or 5 or just 2. And so as you can see, I've brewed some Turtle Master in here, some fire resistance in here, and some strength in here. I hope you enjoy this video, and without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so this is what you will need for the build. You'll just need these redstone parts, and then 22 non-brewable items, so I'm just doing dirt, because it's extremely cheap. And then building blocks. In today's tutorial, I'll be building in wool so that you guys can see the different circuits, but you can build in whatever building block you want, as long as it's not transparent. I will be putting a list of these items in the description so that you guys can copy and paste it, and I think that's it. So I'll get all of these items. Alright, so here we are. I'm about to build, and let's get going. So first we're going to do our lime circuit. So make a square with a hole in the middle, and then in the top right corner of the square, break that block, and then the bottom right and bottom left, break those blocks too. Take your repeater and place it facing into the left side in the hole. And then take your comparator and have it on the top left block. Then 2 redstone dust in front of the comparator. Next, we'll get our brewing stand and place it on the block that is right next to the top left part. And then we'll put a hopper right above it. So the comparator is taking a signal from the hopper. Then in that hopper, we'll take our dirt or non-brewable items, and we'll take up 4 slots with it, and then 1 slot will be 19. You need to make sure that this is correct, or else the potion brewer will either break or just not work. So next, we're going to do the blue circuit. So that's as simple as putting 2 blocks right here, put 2 redstone dust on top of them, and then a redstone torch on the right middle block of the green circuit. Next, we'll put a hopper going into the side of the brewing stand, and then 3 more right here. This is for your water bottle storage, so you can do as many hoppers as you want. 1 might be enough, or you can do 17, whatever. So then you'll take a hopper going into the front of the brewing stand, and then 1 going into the side of that hopper. That will be your blaze powder storage. Next, we will do the orange circuit, so that's the dropper baiter. So we'll do a 2x3 right next to the green circuit, and then 1 block up where the middle right green block is. So it should look something like this. Then what you want to do is put a temporary block right here and 2 upwards facing droppers. So then take a hopper and put it going into the bottom dropper and sucking out of the brewing stand. Next, we will take a comparator, taking a signal from the bottom dropper, a repeater that's going from the comparator to the back block, and then we'll take our redstone dust and place 3 right here. Then take your block, place 1 block right here, right next to the bottom dropper, 1 block below, and then 1 block right here, which is diagonal from that block that you just placed. Then we'll do a block diagonal from the dropper, and it's 1 up. So then you'll take a repeater going out of that redstone line you did earlier and going into the 1 up block, and then take your redstone and put a redstone plus on the block in the outer edge. So your circuit should look somewhat like this. Alright, so next we're going to do our chest storage. So we'll take out our chest and put it sideways like this. This will be the output, and then we'll just place a hopper going into the double chest and right above the top dropper. Then we'll take our chests, we'll put a singular chest for blaze powder storage, and then we'll do double chests for each of the hoppers that you want for water storage. Alright, so next is our last circuit. This will be giving the second round of ingredients. So place a block right next to the top dropper, and then a comparator taking an output from the hopper going into the chest. Then you want to take your observers, place one observer observing the comparator, and then place a sticky piston from the output of the observer. Then place an observer on top of the sticky piston, so the redstone output is towards the input chests. Then place a block where the output of the observer is, and next we will do a little platform right next to that block. So it's a 2x4 platform with the back being this block, and it's one block below that. Next we'll take our repeaters, put one for each length of the platform, and then we'll take our redstone dust and place one redstone dust behind each repeater. So the rightmost repeater is fine, you can keep it at 1 tick. The right middle repeater will have 2 ticks. Then the next one will be 3 ticks, and then we'll have 4 ticks. So you should be going 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks. Alright, then take your droppers and place a dropper facing upwards for each repeater. So each repeater is going into those droppers, and the droppers are facing upwards. Then what you want to do is place a hopper for each dropper going into the side of it. And then this will be our input for our ingredients. So we'll place chests for each of these, and then make them double chests. So from the front, this is what it should look like, each hopper going into the dropper, and a double chest on top. Then, if we come over here to the hopper going into the brewing stand, we want to do some temporary blocks like so. Then what we want to do is we want to have a hopper tower above this original hopper. But we don't want them facing downwards like this, we want them facing sideways. So 2 hoppers above the first, so the top 2 are facing outward, and the bottom one is facing into the brewing stand. And keep in mind the bottom one is the one with the dirt in it. Then we just want to take from the top hopper, we will do a hopper line going above the droppers and leading into this hopper line right here. Now we should be good to prime the system. So let's say we want to brew a potion of fire resistance with extra time, and let's make it a splash potion. So first we want to take our blaze powder and put it in this first leftmost chest. Then we want to take our water bottles and fill the water bottle chests. Alright, and then on these top chests we want to first, we want our main ingredient, which in this case is magma cream. You don't have to completely fill these chests, but I'm just doing it because I'm in creative mode. So we have this leftmost chest filled with our main ingredient. Then the middle chest will be our modifiers, so we can do redstone dust. So redstone dust was the second chest, and the third chest will be gunpowder. And then the fourth chest will be our nether wart. And keep one nether wart from that chest, because we need to go to this brewing stand, so the brewing stand, and then place one nether wart in the brewing stand. And as you can see, there's already blaze powder in, because we filled this chest up with blaze powder, so it's already preparing. Don't worry if there are no water bottles in here, that's actually what's supposed to happen. Once we activate the system, water bottles will come in. So we want this nether wart to prime the system, and I think that should be it. So now that we have all of our ingredients in each chest, we can press the activate button. So in order to activate the system, we need to go behind the output chest and get this comparator. We're going to activate it and then deactivate it, which will then send a redstone signal here, dispensing each ingredient, and then starting to brew. So we'll do it once, and then twice, which will send a redstone signal, and we should see in these hoppers that we have all of our ingredients. So now it's starting to brew, and then once it's done brewing, we'll see that the dropper vaders are going to put the output of the potion in here, and the water bottles will restock. Alright, so our gunpowder is almost finished brewing, and once we see this, we should see that it turns into that and then gets sucked out, and then very quickly it gets dropper vaded and it's now in the chest. And then you can see in the background that this observer got dispensed by the piston, because this comparator saw that there were items in here. So then it dispensed more brewing ingredients, and we have our awkward potions and then the magma cream, and everything is in a loop. So right here, the last ingredient gets brewed, that observer goes up but doesn't come down, and then we have 3 splash potions in this, which keeps this comparator on. I hope that you guys learned something from this tutorial, or you found it helpful. If you did, then leave a like, and maybe check out some of my other content, because I have similar videos to this. If you like my other content, consider subscribing. Share it to your friends if you think they would find this useful, and have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.